Hello everyone. Today in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to bind the Detrum receiver with the Detrum transmitter. And here we got many transmitters. This one is a 6-channel Gavin 6A transmitter. And this one is a Gavin 8A transmitter. This is 8-channel. And this two is Gavin 8C, Gavin 6C, and this is 8-channel, this is 6-channel. And this one, the difference with these two is this has no LCD screen display, and these two have the LCD screen display, and that's the difference. And here we also got the DT9 transmitter with 6-channel and the telemetry data back, more function comparing with the Gavin series. And for the receivers, we got all our receivers here. We got RXC6 6-channel receiver and 7-channel receiver and 8-channel receiver, 9-channel. This normal receiver have no function of stabilization, and these two are the MSR66A, SR86A, and SR86A-G. These three receivers have a built-in 6S gyro chipset inside the receiver, so there's three got stabilization function, which can make your appearance flying more stable and safe. And for this one, I've also with GPS, coupled with the GPS, so it can have a RTH function, return to home function, and also have a data back function if it work with the DT9. So, and now I will gonna to show you how to bind these receivers with our transmitters. First of all, I need to tell you guys that the standard like this one and this one, the standard receivers on the screen panel, there is a button here. It says bind, and this one is for bind. You press it, can bind with the transmitter. Also, this MSR66, they also have a button says bind. This one also have a button. And this one is the same with a button says bind or mode. This RXC6 also have a button. So these receivers with a button, the steps, the way to bind is the same. I will show you how to bind with only one of these 5 receivers. Let's take an example of the Gavin 6C transmitter. First of all, here I will take an example to bind our receiver with our transmitter. So we take this RXC6, this one. First of all, we need to connect the receiver with the ESC. So we need to find the throttle port, number 3, throttle port. And we need to watch out here. You need to keep in mind that this have 3 wires. From left to right is orange, red, and gray color. This orange color is for signal, and this red color is VDD, and this GND. This gray color is for GND. So we need to keep the GND color outside, and the signal orange color wire to close with this panel. So we connect it, plug in, and here we also can connect with the server. We connect with the server to check the wire is the same, 3 colors, to check the binding if it's successful. So we connect it in, connect it, bind it, and we power it on, power the ESC. So here we got the receiver, and which the LED color is red fast flashing here. So we can long press the bind button. Still until it turns slow flash in red color, and then we can we find the SC switch on the transmitter. Hold it, yeah, and turn it on. See, so the color is changed, and we are not moving. We are not flash. It's static. So this binding is successful, and we can check the server. Yeah, server is plugged in the elevator. So this binding is successful. Okay, and turn off the transmitter, and we power it off. Now I will take an example of the other receivers, other 3 receivers that has other 2, not 3, other 2. This 7-channel receiver and 8-channel receiver, you can see the panel has no bind button on the panel. And this 7RXC7, this receiver here on the ports, the last one is BIND bind here, got a bind port. Before you want to bind the receiver, you need to plug this wire on the bind, and this step is the same with the step that we click on the bind button. And this RXC8 8-channel receiver here, we find no bind port and also no bind button. But here we can see a hole, here a very small hole, that you can step on this hole, use a pen or something like a needle to, before you bind this, you can use it, step in the hole like that. So we can show you how to do this. And the same is, we need to, let's take this one for example, and here we take another transmitter for an example. We get this 6A transmitter, and you can see here use 4 AA batteries. So we need to get the batteries to give in power. Both 6-channel transmitter and 6-channel and 8-channel transmitter can use a 4 AA battery, like this one. This is 6C and this 6A. The same. So it's power on. Let's turn off it. And we give it 7 out of 7. Connect it. This is the same way to keep this gray color outside, and find the throttle and plug it in. And power the ESC on. And we got the color is in red, slow flash. If you plug it out, the bind wire is fast flash. So we plug it in. So it's still fast flash. Let's try to power it off. And then power it on. So it turns slow. Yeah, so you need to keep in mind this step is, first step is plug this wire, band wire to the receiver and then power it on. And then we don't need to hold any switch. We just to open turn on the receiver. See the receiver, the LED color changed to green, static green. So this binding is successful. And we connect with a server to check if the binding is successful. This one is here. So it's successful. Okay, so we finish this binding and we power it off. And this one, you should remember this one. The hole, you need to use a pen to step it, and it's the same as we click on the bind button before you bind. So it's very easy, and I think you can do it yourself. So we plug it out, and later I will show you how to bind a stabilization receiver that with stabilization. Because when you bind with a stabilization receiver, we power off the color. Maybe will not be green. Maybe you will be serious and wonder why the color is different. So we will try, and we take an example of the 8C with LCD screen. And you should know that only the transmitter with LCD screen can change the parameters of the gyro, because every SRTF and BND or combo set for the reference, we have we will give you the receiver MSR66A, which is stabilization receiver that has the function of gyro parameters setting. So you need to have C, the 6C and 8C or DD9 have this screen, LCD screen. So we take an example of the MSR66A receiver here, and we plug it in. And plug in the server as well. And power it on. See, the color is fast flash. So we hold the SC switch and power it on, turn on it. Here. Okay. Oh, the step is wrong. We turn off the transmitter. Here we need to long press the bind. You should keep in mind that long press the bind button and until it turns slow. And then we hold this switch, SC switch, keep hold it and turn it off. See, the color changed to green. And here, this switch will not change. And here I will show you as Android. Change the language to English. And then we find the model parameter, airplane gyro, model switch, gyro off, model switch is aux SD. So this one, SD. SD, you see here, have three mode, gyro off, low mode, auto recovery. And the switch is SD. So we back. And we can check here. The server is working. So the button is successful. And we find a SD here. 1, 2, 3. Have 3 colors. This is gyro off. This low mode. This auto recovery. No. This is gyro off. This is low mode. This is auto recovery. See, this color is very special. It's like green, blue mixed color. So if you have this kind of MSR66A, or you get this SR86-G or SR86A, this kind of stabilization receiver, you will have the function of gyro, so you can set the gyro mode. And if you don't need the gyro mode, you can turn off it. So it's gyro off mode. So this receiver is as the normal receiver, and then you can choose gyro on. So this is what I'm gonna show you today, how to bind the receivers with the transmitters. So next time, when you bind and you bind it successfully, but you find the color is different, it's not green, you don't need to be wary, because this receiver is a special receiver, has the stabilization inside, so the color is different. You just need to change the mode and it turn to normal. Okay, thank you.